Hello children, how are you doing in lockdown? Hope you must be waiting for the school to reopen to meet your friends and share lot of things, is it not? Okay, today's video is on chapter transport of food and minerals in plants. Okay, we will deal with the topic absorption of water by plants. Next slide, you can see here plants has two parts, vegetative and reproductive part. Vegetative part has leaves, stem, root and nodes, whereas reproductive part has flower, fruit and seeds. Okay, now next slide you can see here about some of the topics are given here. Today we will study in this video. These are the topics. First is root, types of root and types of movement of molecules. Okay, next slide. First we will deal with the topic root. What is root? Root is typically non-green underground part of the plant. Non-green. Can you see the root grows underground? Okay, and it is non-green, absent of green pigment, that is chlorophyll. In this, chlorophyll is not present, whereas the shoot which grows above the ground has leaves, nodes and buds, and this shoot has green color which helps to prepare food material, whereas root does not have leaves, buds and nodes, but it is branched extensively. Okay, that you can see in the second point. It does not possess nodes, leaves and buds, but it is branched extensively. Okay, now third point, root is well suited to its function of absorption of water from the soil. It absorbs water from the soil, both morphologically and anatomically. Okay, morphologically the word means the root system of the plant consists of tap root, means main root. This is the main root. It gives out branches. These are the branches, and these branches are called secondary root. And the secondary root gives rise to tertiary root. And the number of root hairs per plant is in millions and billions. Can you see here? Millions and billions. The absorption of water takes place through the root hairs. Now next picture you can see here is of root again, but here you can see the three regions of the root. First is region of meristematic activity, region of elongation and region of maturation. What is the function of region of meristematic activity? The region of meristematic activity in the region where the cells divide repeatedly. This is the region where the cells divide repeatedly into a new cell, and this new cells helps in the elongation of this part of the root, and therefore this region is known as region of elongation. Now next region is region of maturation. This is what called region of maturation, and this region of maturation has number of root hairs which extend into the soil as outgrowths of single epidermal growth. Okay, single epidermal cells. Now root hair. What is the function of root hair? The function of root hair is to increase the surface area. For absorption of water. Now this is called root cap. This portion is root cap. This root cap protects root tip from injury as it pushes through the soil. Okay. Now next is anatomically. Anatomically means internal structure of the root. we can study in anatomical structure, we can study the internal details of the root. Okay, here you can see the picture of internal details of root hair. Okay, internal details of root hair. Can you see root hair here? Then we will come to the outer layer, that is cell wall, then cell membrane, then comes to cytoplasm. In cytoplasm, nucleus and vacuole which stores water. Okay, now we'll go to next slide, and the next slide is on the types of roots. The types of roots, there are two types of root. The two types of root are taproot, you can see taproot over here, then fibrous root, here fibrous root. Okay, taproot consists of main root, secondary root and tertiary root. Can you, same thing what we studied earlier. Okay, like morphological structure of the root system, same thing over here. You can see the picture, that is what called taproot, and the example of taproot is carrot. And the fibrous root, in fibrous root, absence of main root and secondary root. Can you see here? There is no taproot, there is no main root and secondary root. Only tertiary roots are there. Only hair-like structure, that is called root hairs. Example is grass, maize. All these are the example of fibrous root. Okay, next slide we will study about the types of movement of molecules. There are three types of movement of molecules. What are those? First, diffusion, then we'll come to osmosis, then we'll come to active transport. Okay, these are the three types of movement of molecules. There are three types of movement of molecules: diffusion, movement of water molecules of solid, liquids and gases from a place of higher concentration to a place of lower concentration. Higher concentration means more amount of solute present in the water, okay, in the liquid, and lower concentration means less amount of solute is present. Now I shall explain this process of diffusion with the help of this experiment. You drop a cube, sugar cube. Can you see a sugar cube in a beaker? Drop it in the water in a beaker, and then the cube of sugar slowly dissolves. Can you see the cube of sugar dissolves slowly, and finally its molecules distribute uniformly. Here the molecules of sugar is distributing in uniformly throughout the water by the process known as diffusion, and the sugar solution is formed having the same taste throughout. Can you see sugar molecules and water molecule here? This sugar cube changes into a sugar molecule, and it is uniformly distributed in water, and this process, by the process known as diffusion. Okay, next is osmosis. What is osmosis? The movement of water molecules from the region of their higher concentration to the region of their lower concentration. Okay, and this again, this process I shall explain you with one experiment over here. Can you see some raisins in the water that we have taken in the petri dish? Raisins means kishmish. You might be knowing kishmish. Okay, you just soak that kishmish overnight in water. In the morning, can you see that kishmish or raisins get swollen up? Okay, and this happens due to the process called osmosis. Okay, and the peel over the raisins acts as a semi-permeable membrane. semi-permeable membrane. What is semi-permeable membrane? Semi-permeable membrane allows water molecules to pass but resist solute molecules. Example of semi-permeable membrane: parchment paper, cellophane paper, animal bladder and egg membrane. Okay. Now we will go to the next movement of molecule is by active transport. Okay. The movement of substance from a place of lower to higher concentration by using the energy of the cell. What is energy? That energy is in the form of ATP. ATP, you know. But this ATP, full form of ATP is adenosine triphosphate. Okay. And this, by the help of this energy, the movement of substances from a place of lower to higher concentration takes place in the cell. Is that clear? This you can see active transport movement of substances in root hairs. Can you see in root hairs? This root hairs, water is absorbed in the root hair by the help of this active transport. Root hairs absorb minerals from the soil by this process, that is called active transport, and it transport it inside the cell. We have studied about root, types of root, that is taproot and fibrous root, and types of movement of molecules, that is diffusion, osmosis and active transport. So in next video we will study permeability and types of membranes based on its permeability.